Rauf, we wanted to start off our discussion on some key aspects. One of them is the supply of inverters, and matlab, we are look as the country and the entire world is going through COVID-19 coronavirus. We know that there's a lot of change in business practices, and there's a lot of change in demand and supply as well.
Right.
Do you think there'll be an effect on your company's products also in terms of supply?
Okay. See, Ishan, straight away coming to your point, I would like to give a brief about the situation, how things have panned out in the last 6 months, or maybe more so in the last 3 months, when the entire world has changed. Nobody had thought that we will wake up one morning and we will see that there's nobody on the roads except the birds. But one good thing that we see, or what we have learned over the past few days or few months, is that how do we survive in these difficult times? And I'm sure most of the viewers who are watching us, more than 300 plus viewers, which we have right now. So I'm sure all of them are from solar industry background. So they know that our industry is still working day in and day out.
No, I think there are some new people also who are new to this industry. Let me give you a profile also. Some people are joining in the industry now. Some people are from the industry itself.
Right.
So yeah, we are keeping to a broad spectrum here.
Absolutely. So that helps us, to propagate a word and to mitigate the risk and cut down on the misinformation that is being propagated in the market. See, first and foremost, everyone knows that solar or energy per se comes in essential services. And we have a must-run status by the Government of India and Ministry of MNRE. So all our projects which we have done so far in India or globally, I would restrict my discussion to India per se. Of course, we have operations in 132 countries, but it is good to connect with the audience of this particular country, because we have to make sure that they understand what we are doing as an OEM, because that should give them some confidence that when we sell a component, when we sell an inverter, it's not one-time sale or it's not just we sell and forget about it. We have to make sure that we support them in times when they cannot go to the site.
Right.
And at this point in time, as we are talking, I think our service team has been most busy and they have been kept on their toes 24/7. What do we do tomorrow morning if we have to curtail the power? What are the software changes we need to do? Because we can, at this point in time, the consumption has gone down, but the generation, by the grace of God, the sun is shining brighter and brighter every day.
We have lesser pollution, yeah.
We have clearer skies, we have clean waters, we have animals on the roads. So the problem right now is of clear sky and good temperatures. Today being the first day when we feel it's hot. Otherwise, all these days is been extended winter, if I may have to say that. So now coming back to a few of very important things which we have seen of late is that the only thing that people are asking us right now, what is that differentiates Chint versus others, right? One question that comes to us, okay, in this lockdown, how Chint has been able to keep up the quality or the upkeep of the plants. So what we say to all our customers, because we have customers from different walks of the society. We have private customers, we have government customers, and you know how demanding those are. And these are all top utilities who cannot afford to have even a single minute lockdown. And we had a nightmare when our Honorable Prime Minister had said that we should switch off the lights for 9 minutes at 9 p.m. It is just 9 minutes, but for us, it was work for 3 weeks, because we have connected a lot of plants, big utility plants, to the grid. So we had to give them instructions that because we also have battery bank systems. So it has to be a structured approach in which we have to structure everything, all the power electronics. So it has been quite a journey for us. Of course, the only difference is that we do not go to the customers now. Otherwise, life has been same for us. We have been working on different tenders. NTPC is tendering, L&T is tendering, all the big EPCs are tendering. They are busy. So
can you Rauf, give us a little brief about Chint's presence in India and what is their portfolio and what are they providing in terms which is different
sure.
than most of the companies?
Sure. See, Ishan, it's going to be a tricky question, but I'm not going to say we are different. We do this, we do this. By and large, I would say 10 out of maybe about 6 out of 10 inverter manufacturers are the OEM. So you have to understand the differentiation here first. So we are the OEMs, and then there is a subset which comes out of these OEMs who become our manufacturer. Sometimes due to a capacity constraint, we want to upgrade our line, so we outsource manufacturing of certain components or certain maybe some rating of inverters. So what happens in the bargain? These people, they gain confidence. Okay, if we are manufacturing for somebody else, why not for us? So then we are mushrooming competition. And India is one such market. I think we are. Have you asked your question that how many gigawatts have been installed in India so far?
We are coming to that. Right now, the polls are at the arc fault feature, but we'll come to that later.
Okay, so I will not answer that question then. So we have crossed a substantial amount of installations in India. But even then, Ishan, you won't believe, I have just shared something with you on your WhatsApp. If you can just open that. There has been a solar power plant in Pune, which has where there was some wind and rain. The entire solar rooftop has blown away.
Okay. Oh, I think that happened in Punjab as well, sometime back.
Yeah. But the recent one which I'm talking about live right now, it's in Pune. Okay. So the problem is the competition is so fierce right now. Everybody wants to get some business, irrespective of quality, irrespective of price, irrespective of features, irrespective of performance. But like you said, why am I giving you a brief of this? Why am I giving you a rundown on this? Because Chint is a global company. We are present in 132 countries. I repeat, 132 countries. Not necessarily only for solar, but we have a wide range of components. We are in LV, we are in HV, we are in high voltage transformers, we are into substations. And modules and inverters, of course, that is our mainstay. So what I'm trying to say here is, we gather inputs because we have a centralized R&D in Shanghai. So we take inputs from all these markets and then incorporate that in our products. So a good feature in USA, a very good feature in Europe, or maybe a less needed feature for the Indian market. We do not compromise. We don't manufacture different components for different countries. We have our mother plant in China. So the product which goes to US feeds India as well. Of course, only difference is the certifications. In the US, you need the US certification, and in India, you need IEC certification. So, India. Coming back to India, Ishan, I would say the oldest plant which Chint has installed in India was in year 2013.
Okay.
And that was with DMRC, Delhi Metro Rail Corporation. And we are really happy and pleased to say that or announce that we have just completed 7 years of that plant. And in fact, we are given 7 years warranty for that product.
Okay.
And we are just going to renew the extended warranty for those components.
Okay.
So the quality really plays an important role. And in India, we have done projects with almost all the leading developers. Our recent one is we have connected a 20 megawatt utility scale in Andaman Nicobar Islands, and that plant is owned by NLC, Neyveli Lignite Corporation, and it was executed by L&T.
Okay.
So this is a very prestigious project for us because it is accompanied by 68 megawatt hour battery bank. And yes. Okay. The first megawatt level battery bank, which will be using the application of 2C. So basically, this is the discharging profile of the batteries. So far in India, it has not been tried. It has not been done by anybody. So this is the first time a 2C application has been installed.
Okay, great, great. So, what
Yes.
do you think Chint is going to be? What is the next roadmap and partnerships that you're looking for in terms of India? Do you have some openings or some kind of business opportunities which you want to share with our viewers?
Yes, Chint is basically looking for distributors, but our business model is slightly different than other distributors who prevail in the market. We do not
Okay,
want to make a zoo of brands.
okay,
If somebody is interested in our distribution ship, and only in that case, he has to be working with on exclusive basis.
he
We
has
do
to be
not
working on. Sorry.
on exclusive basis, only for us.
All right,
Only
all
for
right,
us. If he
all
is
right.
promoting inverters, it only has to be Chint. He cannot be mixing brands,
Okay, okay.
and that is very clear.
And what
Because
territories are you looking for distributors?
at this point, my north is covered.
All
We are
right,
looking for the place where you are sitting in Rajasthan,
all right.
and we are also and west. We have covered west and little part of south, down south. So if
Okay.
somebody who is interested, please write to us. We will be happy to discuss how we
An
can.
important question. An important question comes in when you talk about distribution, and making your product more visible into that is reliability as compared to, let me name a few brands like Delta, ABB, and others. They have a very good and solid support chain already in place. So with that, the consumers are sure that okay, if there is any problem, even in the 5 years or beyond that, they will have some people to take care of that. Coming to Chint, as you said, you've been present in the solar business since 2013 in India. What steps have been taken by Chint for Indian clients and for their support needs?
Okay, yes. See, Indian client is a very Indian customer is a very smart customer.
Hmm.
And it's a very cost competitive market. In India, what happens, Ishan? You know it. You are in the same trade, so I am sure these are the same questions which come to you.
Yeah.
We are faced with those questions day in and day out. Like, okay, what is the price? The problem here is it's a herd mentality in
Mm-hmm.
India. It's a herd mentality. Like people are saying for COVID that we have to develop COVID. We have to maintain or we have to develop herd immunity. So same is the
Mm-hmm.
case with Indian customer where they follow a trend.
Right.
Irrespective whether that trend is right or wrong, I'm not going
Mm-hmm.
to debate on that because this is not the right platform for me to debate on that. But what we see is there is a pattern of failures.
Mm-hmm.
In an inverter, if there's a pattern of failure that continues, no
Mm-hmm.
one is ready to take a break, understand the competition, understand what is good for him and what is bad for him because they forget that they have to own this plant for 10 years, if not 25 years.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Okay.
because see the companies whom you just named, because see, it's not our way principles to do business by naming or shaming the competition. No, we don't do that. We
True.
always
True.
believe that we work on our strengths, we promote
Mm-hmm.
our strengths, and we develop on our weaknesses. So
Okay.
all the competition, Ishan, who has been in the market for 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, or 10 years, even the companies, they are good companies. But we have to keep one thing in mind: what differentiates a good company from a great company?
Right.
Right? If you
Right.
look at the, if you look
Right.
at the if you look at the top 10 companies of the world or Fortune 500 companies of the world, it's not going to be easy by saying, okay, you ask me a random question, okay, who's good, who's bad? No, there are ways and means of benchmarking companies. Now,
Mm-hmm.
if you ask me top five companies, what differentiates Chint from rest? Yes, I have a question. I have an answer for that. I have a strong justification for that. Why do I say that Chint is a leader in the industry in which they operate? First,
Right.
first and foremost, Ishan, one has to understand the R&D roadmap of a company.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Are you
Perfect.
investing in the company for a product 3 years down the line? I'm not even talking about 1 year down the line. 1 year is a very short horizon. 3 years down the line, what do you see in a product that comes in the market? Are you ready to accept? Are you ready to face those challenges with your existing products? Yes. We say that yes. That's the reason why I gave you the example of DMRC. Those inverters were manufactured in the year 2013, and we have not changed anything in those inverters till date, except some components. Okay.
Okay.
Maybe a
Like
component
during that preventive maintenance.
preventive
I
maintenance,
understand.
or maybe if something goes wrong. And see, these are all electronics. Electronics are bound to go wrong.
Right. Right.
When the engines of the planes go down wrong, something goes wrong with them. So these are just semiconductor electronics, and because of
No,
the
but
price pressure, you have to make sure that you control them. That's what I'm trying to come to. So the point. So for Chint now, if you see, we know exactly where will we be in 2022. We have our products lined up, ready for production. But other companies who are good, they will be what they are saying now, even for next 1 year. You
I get
understand?
what you're saying.
Yes.
I get what you're saying.
Yes. So
But
yeah.
let me ask you. Let me interrupt you and ask you that for as you were talking about support and you said that you raised some important points there. Let me ask you a question that the number of inverters or the number of units you have sold till since 2013, how many have lodged a complaint or there has been a query for maintenance? Can you share any percentage with us?
See, I would say, the one of the most frequently asked questions, or one of the most frequently point that is raised by our customer, is only for communication.
Okay. Okay.
Only for communication, one, and second is the insulation fault. And
Okay.
the problem is in India, we don't understand that inverter, we do call it the heart of the system, but we don't take care of it as a heart. In fact, we use it in the most rugged manner possible. If there is an isolation failure is not because of the inverter, it is because of the cables. So you have to check your DC and you check your AC. But no, who will target? The inverter guy.
There's a saying in our company, which our team, when we are procuring inverters, we normally discuss this, and there's a saying which we use. यार plant को तो पंजाबी का दिल चाहिए, तो we need an inverter which is strong and reliable. मतलब whatever the condition might be, which is quite ambiguous in Indian market.
Absolutely.
In Indian, the state of grid is also quite ambiguous, so we need a पंजाबी का दिल. ये
Absolutely.
और light finger लाला.
That is exactly what we want to say. And I'm sure you have certain personal experiences also. Of course, maybe we will not get into those. So you have seen the difference. The difference is vast. Right. So you can compare. But if I go and tell this to a customer, okay, sir, that company is not good, that company is not doing well, but we are not here to do that. No mudslinging business. Right. So our products will do the speaking by the performance, and that's what we are doing. And yes, that's my thoughts on that.
I would like to ask you a last question. This is in two parts. First thing is, as you were saying, what are the new products which Chint is planning to launch in the coming year or 3 years? And also, what do you think is necessary? We have to cover the O&M aspect also. What do you think is important parts to be taken care of when you're dealing with inverters? And is this something which is specific to be taken care of every time you do a maintenance job at a site?
Right. So how I will answer your second question, because that is more relevant and it's more pertinent to O&M, because we are sales guys, so we can talk on the product line for a number of hours, and we are not here for any kind of sale. So what I would emphasize here is on the O&M aspect. Why do we have to go to the doctor only when we fall sick? Why can't we take care of ourselves? And this is one thing that we as Chint has done from day one. We have started gathering information inputs on costing sheet. You have to factor in what do I do? How much do I factor in? If my inverter goes down, my cables go down, I need to clean my panels. Of course, for modules, we have our partner, he will be speaking on this. But where are these questions? These questions should be asked ahead. not at the end. So my two cents on this O&M is, Ishan, that yes, it is very important for us to understand the importance of O&M, and because of somebody else's problem, if you are not tightening the cable, there is a spark. Your inverter goes bad. So now what we are doing is we are making our components and our inverters smarter, I must say.
Okay.
Even if there is any human error, they will not start. For instance, I'll give you an instance. In our central inverters, big inverters, we have a limit switch on the door.
Okay.
If the door is not closed, inverter will not stop.
Okay. Okay.
But in India, we are masters at jugaad, and we have helped this word to get to the dictionary. So what our engineers do on site, or the O&M guys, they just disable it.
Okay. Okay.
So the problem is not about the practices. Practices are there in the market, but we have to start following it.
All right.
Because O&M is very important part, because it's not only for you and I, it is for the stakeholders, people who have invested money, people who expect returns. So O&M is something very, very important, which should be factored in. And how we can contribute as suppliers of components, we have said we can do the monitoring of each and every string, right?
All right.
You can check, and we have given arc fault protection in our inverters.
Okay.
If something goes wrong with the inverter, if there is a fire, it makes sure that it disconnects your system right then and there from the mains, so that there is no fire. Only that particular part of inverter gets affected.
Okay.
And then, of course, diagnostic. And we also believe, it's again a double-edged sword, that should we do preventive maintenance or not? If preventive maintenance is not done properly, it can cause counterproduction. Why? Because your system might be working fine. Your engineer just goes in, walks in casually, and he pulls a cable here or there. So then a system which is working goes bad.
Right.
So it has to be done systematically, and it has to be done perfectly. And first part of your question, we will be coming out with a 1,000-volt system in 100 kilowatt plus range.
Okay.
Right. And at this point in time, the highest which we have is 60 kilowatt for the rooftop, 400-volt system. But for the rooftop segment, so we will be coming out. We will be launching this, and we were supposed to launch this in May in SNEC, but due to COVID, it is postponed by 2 months. So now our next deadline is September.
Okay.
So it's going to be a 100 kilowatt 1,000-volt system, and for the 1,500 volt, we have 100 and 125, which can be used for utility scale product. And the latest one, which we will be adding to our baskets of product, is a 250 kilowatt inverter.
Oh, very nice.
Yes.
What is the voltage of that?
It would be 800 volts output.
800 volts.
Yes, that's right.
So it's again for utility scale.
Yes, it's only for the utility scale. And
perfect.
And then we have a portfolio of storage systems. We have 100 kilowatt hour system. We sell as complete PCS, then 135 kilowatt system. So these are the product line we have. And of course, for the central, we have a 2 megawatt station, 2.5 megawatt station, 3 megawatt station, and a 3.1 to 5 megawatt station.
The containerized solution, you mean?
That's right, containerized solution.
All right. Great, Rauf.